Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to carry on What If Roshi Had Wished for Youth. It's where we finished off last time. Nappa had announced that Freeza was listening to everything that they just said. He listened to the entire fight, everything. He knows where they are, and heard Vegeta try and come up with a plan for all four remaining Saiyans, the humans and Piccolo, to rise up and kill Freeza. So now they have to go off and train because Freeza is coming for them. He's bringing Zarbon, Dodoria and the Ginyu Force. So they head straight out to use the gravity chamber. So Raditz is infuriated by Vegeta and Nappa simply because, well, they've brought Freeza down upon them, and Raditz believes that no matter how strong they get now, Freeza will just eclipse them. So he actually fights Vegeta, convincing the others that they're sparring before Goku has to split up when Raditz beats Vegeta within an inch of his life. So this now means that Vegeta will get 2 Zenkai boosts, one from his fight with Roshi and now one from his fight with Raditz. So now he's brought up to about 25,000 at least. So now the training begins. As I said in the last video, Freeza is further away than what Vegeta and Nappa were at the start of the story. So they've got 14 months to train. So in this time, the gap between the humans and the Saiyans, it increases immensely. So I'd say that the power levels get up to about, Goku being the strongest, about 200,000. I'd say that this is reasonable for a year and a half. So then Vegeta would be the second strongest, about 190,000. Raditz, just a bit weak, 185,000. Nappa would be the weakest of the Saiyans, just because he's quite a bit older than them and he's starting to slow down. So he'd be about 160,000, with Roshi not that far behind at 150,000. Krillin now getting stronger than Tien, 140,000. Tien 135,000, Yamcha about 125,000, Chaozu he would be about 100,000, and Gohan he'd be about 155,000, with Piccolo being about 165,000. So now it's about the time that Freeza arrives. Kame has warned them all about Frieza's impending approach, so they get to the wasteland hoping that Frieza's scouters will detect them and bring him away from all forms of life on the planet, although Nappa and Vegeta couldn't care less about this. So as they touch down, they don't land near them. Freeza gets out of the ship and he sees something. He sees a Dragon Ball. So he picks it up and says, so the legends, they may be true. I heard long ago about Namekians creating these magical wish-granting orbs. Says Zarbon, didn't you say that there was a Namekian in the fight? Zarbon just nods. Freeza says, well, maybe, just maybe, these balls, these wish-granting orbs, they exist on this planet. We may have just found one. Now, Ginyu, you go with the Ginyu Force and wipe out the Saiyans. Zarbon, Dodoria, this is what the balls look like. Go gather them, find any information you can about them, and I will make my ultimate wish. So they can all sense that the power levels are splitting up. Ginyu is heading towards them with his forces, but Zarbon and Dodoria have split up and gone 2 separate ways, while Freeza, he's staying by his ship. Piccolo says, they can't have. No. Goku says, what is it? He says, they may have found a Dragon Ball. So Roshi looks at him and says, I think you're jumping the gun a bit there, Piccolo. Just because they're splitting up, they may not have scouters, they may just be looking for us. Vegeta shakes his head and says, no, they know what they're doing. They always come prepared. Never underestimate what Freeza is planning. So Krillin pulls out the Dragon Radar and says, Piccolo's right, the Dragon Ball is by Freeza. So they all just look at each other in horror. They need to stop him now. It's at this point where Roshi organises the troops. He tells the humans that they need to go off and take down Zarbon and Dodoria. So they split into 2 groups, heading off to take them down, while the Saiyans stay there to fight the Ginyu Force. So Zarbon and Dodoria are dismantled very quickly. Every single one of the humans outmatches them immensely. So when the Ginyus arrive, the Saiyans dismantle them, with Ginyu even attempting to switch bodies with Vegeta before Raditz just kicks him to the side, stopping his technique and then just killing him. This is picked up on Frieza's scouters, so he heads straight out to confront the humans first. So he comes into contact with Yamcha, Tien and Krillin, and that he takes them all on at once before just brutally torturing each of them. So this is sensed by everyone else, who all fly to that location. But is it too late? Not quite. All three of them are left, clinging to their life. Freeza expected all the others to come to this location, and he wanted them to see what pain he can cause them. No matter how strong they get, he can always kill them. So now he uses his incredible speed. So Freeza is still immensely stronger than any single one of them. He quickly goes up behind Chaozu and rips his arms off and chucks him to the ground. He then fires a blast straight through Roshi's stomach as he falls to the ground. This infuriates Goku, who charges Freeza, trying to take him on. So Goku doesn't know the Kaioken, so his power level sticks at the 200,000. So now he's trying to catch Freeza and can do nothing. Raditz tries to join the fight, but again he can do no damage. Piccolo goes up behind Freeza. He's been charging special beam cannon the entire time. As he fires it, Freeza smirks and disappears as the blast goes through Nappa's chest. Nappa is dead. Freeza is just laughing. He goes up behind Vegeta, punches him in the back, knocking him down. Vegeta tries to turn over and fire a blast, which Freeza just blocks with one hand. He then just punches Vegeta straight in the stomach and he's out cold. So now Freeza appears before Piccolo, lifting him up by his throat, saying, "Namekian, tell me how to use the Dragon Balls." Piccolo manages to muster up the strength to say that he will never tell Freeza what to do with the Dragon Balls. This is when Freeza says, "Well, I have no use for you then, do I?" and blasts a hole through his stomach. Piccolo falls to the ground, and this is when it happens. Gohan becomes infuriated, charging Freeza with everything he's got. Gohan's rage boost is immense right now, because Gohan is stronger than what he was when he was on Namek fighting Freeza. He's had more training too, so he has a bit more control of it. So his boost is allowing him to more than beat down first form Freeza. So as you remember in canon, he was able to hold his own against second form Freeza with his rage boost, as well as fire an incredibly powerful blast at third form Freeza. So now he is just demolishing Freeza in his first form before his boost subsides. He's exhausted. Freeza now hurt. He punches Gohan in the face, knocking him to the ground. He towers above him and says, "Where did that strength come from? Are you a Saiyan too then? You must be one of their sons, assuming the one that I don't know. So, a Saiyan is capable of such power when angry. I must kill you now." This is when Raditz charges Freeza and hits him with everything he's got in the face. This does not budge the tyrant. Freeza grabs Raditz by the throat and says, "You're just as pitiful as your father, charging me, taking me on in a fight that you cannot win." Well, it's time for you to join your father then, Raditz. He blasts him through the chest, and now Raditz is dead. Now Goku is enraged. He powers up as much as he can. He gets a bit of a rage boost as well, charging Freeza and now beating him down. So Freeza manages to fire a blast to send Goku away far enough. He said, "Enough playing around now. It's time for me to transform." So Freeza now transforms into his second form. But now what? Raditz is dead, Nappa is dead, Piccolo and Roshi are essentially out of commission. Gohan's just been beaten down, and Goku, well, he doesn't stand a chance in his current state. He is way too weak even with a rage boost. So what will happen now? Find out this and more in the next part, guys. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye.